Google has released Gemini Ultra 1.0, the largest and most capable version of its LLMs, and has renamed Bard to Gemini, which now has a dedicated Android app. Quoting The Verge, Gemini's mobile apps will likely be the place most people encounter the new tool. If you download the new app on Android, it can set Gemini as your default assistant, meaning it replaces Google Assistant as the thing that responds when you say, "Hey Google," or long press your home button. So far, it doesn't seem Google is getting rid of Assistant entirely, but the company has been deprioritizing Assistant for a while now, and it clearly believes Gemini is the future. I think it's a super important first step towards building a true AI assistant, says Sissy Xiao, who runs Bard, now Gemini at Google. One that is conversational, it's multimodal, and it's more helpful than ever before, end quote. There's no dedicated Gemini app for iOS, and you can't set a non-Siri assistant as the default anyway, but you'll be able to access all the AI features in the Google app. And just to give you a sense of how important Gemini is to Google, there's going to be a toggle at the top of the app that lets you switch from Search to Gemini. For the entirety of Google's existence, Search has been the most important product by a mile. It's beginning to signal that Gemini might matter just as much. For now, by the way, Google's in-search AI is still called Search Generative Experience, but it's probably safe to bet that'll be Gemini eventually too, end quote. On Gemini Ultra, quoting Gizmodo, according to Google, Gemini Ultra is the most advanced AI on the market. The company says Gemini Ultra is the first AI model to outperform human experts on a standardized test called MMLU, Massive Multitask Language Understanding, which measures an AI's knowledge and problem-solving capabilities in a combination of 57 subjects such as math, physics, history, law, medicine, and ethics. Google's new AI business is shaped a lot like ChatGPT. The free version of Gemini runs on the basic Gemini Pro model, just like the free ChatGPT tier runs on GPT 3.5. If you want the full capabilities of Gemini Ultra, it costs $19.99 a month, a penny shy of what OpenAI charges for GPT-4. Gemini Ultra comes with other perks as well. It's now rolled up into a new premium tier of Google One, the subscription service that gives you more storage and other perks. Gemini Ultra comes as part of the new Google One AI Premium plan, which includes all the perks of the 2 terabyte storage plan. You can try a free 2-month trial if you want a preview. If you don't want AI, the regular 2 terabyte plan still costs $9.99 a month, end quote. As Gizmodo points out, with Gemini on your phone, you're now carrying around basically a full-fledged AI device. But to be clear about that rebranding, the $20 per month AI premium plan is on top of the existing 2 terabyte premium Google One plan, which was $9.99, but now it offers Gemini Advanced with Ultra 1.0. And to be clear, they've also fully rebranded Duet AI as Gemini for Workspace. Google is all in on Gemini going forward. Not Duet, not Bard, Gemini. As for their business model going forward, quoting a Wired interview with CEO Sundar Pichai, Pichai says that Google is focused right now on getting the generative AI experience right, but that he is, quote, open to possibilities around both paid and ad-supported generative AI experiences. He declines to say whether the paid Gemini offering will remain totally ad-free, but pointed to another Google-owned product where it's possible to banish ads entirely. Quote, YouTube has been a very good example of this, Pichai says, a reference to the paid ad-free tier that YouTube started experimenting with several years ago. Ads allows us to give products to more people, but there will be cases of subscriptions that allow people to get a different experience, he adds. I can imagine the same user going back and forth between free search and a Gemini subscription. In other words, generative search would no longer be a side dish to search, but a main menu item, albeit a more expensive one, end quote.